Hello and welcome back to another how to block. Right, today I'm going to show you what to do. You had a joint of roast pork or something and you got some left over. I'll show you how to make a meal out of it. It's good. What do you do with roast pork? Have it in a sandwich maybe? But I'll show you something better really. So only got some roast potatoes or roast veg or roast carrots or whatever, you know, we'll do that as well. So what I've got here, look, is some roast potatoes that were left over, and some pork. Now this pork was obviously, I've chopped it up now, but it's in pieces like that, thin slices like that, right? So thin slices. Right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to spare you the drama of me chopping up an onion, and I'll be back just after that. Right, I've done the onions. Hopefully that'll be fast forwarded for you. Look, there's an onion. You know, it doesn't have to be super fine chopped, just like I've done a coarse chop, a medium one, right? So that's going to go in there. So that's going to go in the pan. So we get the onions going first, and then what we're going to do is we're going to do some garlic. We're going to do some garlic. Now this is frozen garlic. Yeah, fresh frozen garlic, haha. Frozen garlic. Do you know, in France they pronounce that l'ail. L'ail. There you go. And then coupé. L'ail. Not coupé as in the car, coupé as in cut, already cut.
Yeah, could you use fresh garlic?
Yeah. You don't have to put the garlic in, I always do, gives it a bit of, you know. So look like that. Right, they've got 2 or 3 cloves maybe.
And how many people would this amount of pork?
Well, that's the thing, you see. Probably 2 to 3. You depend how much you want to eat, but have something with it. Like, for example, this lot here behind the camera, I'm going to have these flatbreads with it, or pita breads. You know, you stuff it in pita breads, or you can have it with beans, rice, whatever. You know, whatever you want. It's kind of like a lunch thing, really. Well, yeah, you can have it anytime you like. Anytime you like. Right, so I'm going to get that out going. Now this is interesting. Not to make so much, but it's a combination of cooking oil, right, for frying, and olive oil together. It's like 20% or something. Yeah, 20% olive oil. So you get the best of both worlds, kind of thing. So you want about a tablespoonful in there, but just about that much. So.
It's a great meal to use the leftovers. Could you use it with a different meat as well, like you had leftover chicken or something?
Yeah, you could, but it takes on a different kind of flavour with chicken. You could have it with chicken, yeah. I've done it before with chicken, but this is my wife's favourite thing. She always asks me for this when we have pork. She'll buy some pork so as to have this afterwards, right? She's not interested in the roast pork, and she calls it something like this. She says it's. I've got to do the accent right. Pulled pork. Does that sound?
Yeah, pulled pork.
Pulled pork, that's it.
Yeah.
I don't know why you used to say it with that accent. It sounds like a
New York style.
New York accent, is it? Alright.
Yeah.
So, anyway, so that's her favourite. And it's not just her favourite, it's the family's too.
Yeah.
Mine, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's alright. It's alright, it's good.
No, it's better than good.
It's good.
We've been asking him.
I prefer the roast pork, you see, rather than this. But anyway, we're going to come back when this is a bit more cooked. Okay. Right, we've got this onion is coming on. Now, what I'm going to do here, look, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to add some of this herbs de Provence. You have to say it like that, otherwise it tastes better. What it is, there's nothing fancy about it, and it probably doesn't come from Provence, which is in the south of France. It's probably made near Paris or something. But what it is a mixture of herbs, right? You look it up on the internet, and you see it in your local supermarket. Get some and try some, right? Now, you haven't got it, don't put it in. You can't put it in. But you can put other herbs in here now, Oregano, yeah. Anything.
Dried stuff.
And dried stuff, yeah. Anything that's woody, anything woody will work because you're going to give it time to cook, okay? So you don't be worried. So how much of this do you put in like a level teaspoon like that? Okay? Gives it a nice Gives it a nice, enhances the flavour of it. Right, but also you need for this, you don't have to put the tomato ketchup, alright? Tomato ketchup. It needs some barbecue sauce. Now, thought of which, I'll leave the link, I've got my own recipe for this, so I'll leave the link up here somewhere. Right, so you need those two. You don't have to have that tomato ketchup, but you know, you can put it in. Especially if you want to make it go a bit further, you haven't got enough barbecue sauce, then you can push the boat out a little bit. So there we go. That's what your onion should look like that. Right? And put some herbs in it because it's better. Right, now we're going to put the pork in. I'm going to put the pork in right now. Like this. I should have used the other side of the board really. I always do this. Anyway, right, so in goes the pork like that. Now what we're going to do, just as I say, if you've got any veg left over, like this is a roast potato, right? You just go like that, wallop, 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 wallop. Cut it into like spoon-sized pieces like that. Don't leave it that big, you know. Don't you can't get it in your mouth. It's too big, so you've got to cut it up. Right. I wish I had a bit more roast potatoes, but you know, hey ho. So you can put carrots in there, all the roast carrots you've got, any roast onion you've done in there, you know. Right, so what we're going to do, once you get the hang of this recipe, it's simple, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? Be a mastermind to do this. Right, what you're going to do now is you're going to get some water. Hot water, cold water, water. Right, so in goes a little bit more, just a drop. What that does is it deglazes the pan, gets all the sort of flavour off the fried flavour off the bottom of the pan. Don't make the mistake of going in straight away with the barbecue sauce, because you wouldn't get that deglazing, lifting thing. See, it's all science really. Right, it's smelling good now, even as it is. Right, so just give it a little whiz around there, make sure the water's got round everywhere. Now we're going to go in with some barbecue sauce. Okay, how much? Well, look, there's the thing there like that. About half that. So take the lid off because it saves time. Like that. Right, we're just going to see. That's about a third of that. So we're going to see what it looks like first. We're going to see what it looks like.
Smells so good.
Right, it's not dark enough yet, so we're going to put a little bit more in. Right, so that's about half. How much is in there? Can you see? 500 grams. So you've got 250 grams of barbecue sauce. Now, what else could you put in at this moment? You want to get some, if you want to get some veg in there, you can put some peas in there. You can put some, well, anything. Make sure the peas are cooked first, though, because they won't cook out in time. So, pre-cooked peas or something. Old carrot you've got there, old cooked carrot you've got hanging around. What else could go in there, carrot person?
I don't know. I'm just inebriated by the smells here.
Right, that should do the trick, right? So that was quick, wasn't it? Now, what you can do is try a bit more flavour, and not that that's got lacking in flavour. You can add a dollop of tomato ketchup, right? I'm going to do this. I know I'm going to get. critique for this because people always leave a comment saying, do you have to put tomato ketchup in? Well, yes, I do.
Yeah, but people don't understand. Tomato ketchup is such, there's so many things in it, like sugars and spices as well, isn't it? If you're going to do that at home.
Right, now listen up, ladies and gentlemen. This is what it's got to look, this is the consistency of it, right? So not like soup. It's got to be quite thick, not too thick, just thick enough. And that is ready to serve, like that. So how many portions there? Oh, 3, I would say 3, wouldn't you? Just about, you know. So there we go. And what we're going to do is we're going to open these wrap things. The trouble is that these wraps are broken. We're back, kind of ready to serve now. So what I've done is, right, I've got these kebab breads here. They don't even know what these things look like, and I've split it like that. Now I'll just show you quickly how you cut it. Some of them come ready slit, right, already open, so it's good. But you put your hand flat on it like that, and you cut around it like that. Okay, and tease it apart. Just like that. Hello, rubbish. Right. So what we're going to do today, because I've been told not to use these flatbreads here, you know, because it cracked. It looked mosh on the camera, so I can't do that.
Mosh means ugly.
Mosh, yeah, mosh means ugly for people who don't know. Mosh.
Yeah, we can roll. Normally we roll them up, but we can't this time because.
So what we're going to do is we're going to cut a bit of lettuce here. Oh, you can put anything you like here, really. You can leave it like nothing in it, but you know, just bung some lettuce in there. You know, maybe a bit of onion or something, a raw onion sliced. I'm not going to do that. And then what you do is you've got to put some of this in there. Right, what you do is you puff it up like that.
I forgot to tell the folks that you heated it up.
Oh yeah, but put it in after I split it. I just put it in the toaster just to warm it up a little bit, just a few seconds, just to warm it through, so it's warm. Okay, it's not a very good sensation eating these things cold. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in like that. Right. So load it up and like that. How about that? Ladies and gentlemen, you put tomato in there, onion, look lovely, wouldn't it?
Don't need nothing.
So, ladies and gentlemen, now if you put that on your kids' plate, they're going to go, "Ooh, that looks like a kebab." Well, it is really, isn't it? It's pulled pork, I'm being told to call it. So, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I've got some more cooking videos. Let me see. This way, some quick tips here. I've got some DIY things down here. And until next time, take it easy.